Please, if you're a content creator and you want to add slow motion to your video, please don't shoot at this frame rate, because I don't understand why your video will be lagging like this after adding slow motion to your video.
Jesus.
Hey! So that is because you're shooting at the wrong frame rate. Yes, you are. And this is why I said that recently produced phones now have the small features the digital camera has. And that is why most times when most of you go to an event, after doing all the papa finish, you will now come back and edit what even your gods cannot even watch.
Jesus.
And this slow motion is one of the things that is even driving me crazy fast, because you go and shoot one sweet video and then the slow motion will not be lagging. But that is why you have me. I will help you. But before I start, subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell for more of my videos. Now, work with me. What is the meaning of frame rate? Frame rate is the number of individual images called frame that are displayed every second in a video, animation, or game. It is measured in frames per second, which is called FPS. Now, let me explain in a layman's language for you to understand. Now, you actually know about pictures. Yes, when somebody takes you a picture, that is called a frame. When you hang like this, it is called one frame. When you hang like this, it is called one frame. That is called a frame per second. Now, imagine where you take 24 frames or 25 frames or 30 frames or 60 frames in 1 second. That is how a video works. So if you take 60 frames in 1 second, it is called 60 frames per second. And that is why it is called frame rate. And these things affect your slow motion effects. I am going to explain very well. Listen to me, follow me well. Now imagine you taking 60 pictures packed together and playing them in 1 second. That is how the video works, 60 frames per second. Doris and Amaka, I know that this thing is very hard for you, so just calm down. I will elaborate very well. Calm down. A camera or your iPhone or your Samsung or any of these your recently Gen Z Android phones are now equipped with these things called frame rates. And this frame rate means how smooth your video can be after you add this slow motion effects on your video. If you shoot at 24 or 25 frames per second, your slow motion lags. If you shoot at 30 frames per second, your slow motion lags, but not as 25 or 24 frames per second. But if you shoot at 60 frames per second and above, your slow motion becomes as smooth and glossy as your wet lips. Wait, oh, I'm not done.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, in case you mistakenly shoot at 25 frames per second and you add the slow motion, your video starts lagging. I can also teach you how to fix it. But first of all, I'm going to teach you how to set it up on your iPhone before I teach you on how to fix that lagging when you mistakenly shoot at 25 frames per second. Now, work with me. If you notice at the top left hand of this iPhone, you notice where you have the HD res. Notice where you have the HD res and where you have the 30 FPS. You get? Now, this HD res and the 30 FPS have their functions. You get? This talks about the quality of the video you want to shoot. If it's a 7020 or a 1080 or a 4K, most of you might not actually understand, but this HD res depends on the quality of video you want to shoot. Do you understand? We have the 70, we have the 1080, which is the HD, and we have the 4K. The 4K is actually the highest, which if you look very well, the iPhone has it, where you have the resolution, you have the HD, you have the 4K. You get? Now, if you come down, you notice you have a frame rate here. You have the 25, you have the 30, you have the 60. Now, this frame rate actually means the amount of pictures, the amount of motion pictures taken per second. Do you understand? If you notice the 24 frame rates, if you're shooting, you are shooting at 24 motion pictures per second. That is, every second you're having 24 motion picture. That is 24 pictures taken that are moving, which is the video. And if you come here to same thing, you have 30 motion pictures taken per second, not seconds, so second. And if you come here to, you have 60 60 motion pictures taken per second. And when you shoot videos and you add a slow motion effect and you notice that the slow motion isn't smooth, it lags, that is because you're shooting on either 30 or 25 frame rate. But if you shoot on 60 and you add a slow motion effect, your slow motion effect will be smooth. It will be very, very smooth, because the 60 motion pictures that are taken are not actually expanded, and it can actually accommodate enough slow motion. It can actually accommodate enough pictures on it. So when you add a slow motion, it becomes very, very smoother. So that is one thing you need to understand about this resolution and the frame rate. The resolution talks about the quality of the video, and the frame rate talks about the amount of motion pictures taken by second. And this actually works well when you want to add a slow motion effect in your videos, your edited videos, or anything. Now, thank you for watching this video. If you've actually gone this far and you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for more of my video. Peace.